Hey guys, my little intro. To shed some light on the situation. How's everyone this evening? You can see a head peeking there in the background. Johnny G there earlier. Baby Yoda. You betcha. Go Riders. I don't know about that. Might have to ban you. How's it going, Jordan? So I'm going to start my time lapse. There we go. Just watching football. Right on. I'm doing good. We got 2 more bags. Get this guy done. Lots of small pieces. Lots and lots and lots of them. Getting cold out there yet. Time change, yeah, time change tomorrow. So we'll be matching your time. Yeah, it was, you know what, we got up early this morning and it wasn't too bad. Kids had swimming lessons, went in, got that over with. When we came outside, it had temperature had dropped and the humidity had gone up. It was cold. It was really cold. All right. Frost in the windshield this morning. Wouldn't doubt it. Hi. Thought you were playing a video game.
I'm just watching.
You're creeping me out, man. You're just staring. You creep me out. You can have the TV on and play your video game, Nathan.
No.
Knock, knock. Hey, Mayo. We have some guests.
There we go. Hello.
Hey, Jordan.
How's it going?
No, not too bad.
Hey. How's the head
Not
coming
too bad at
along?
all.
Now
Good
it's a
mail.
party.
Hey, Mail.
Hey, it's good. It's so great to see Ryan back in the community.
Yep.
Back, just giving her.
So, and also, I approve of the set, even though I don't like the character because I realized that I'm not just that sand green isn't just my favorite color in Lego. I'm a sand green stan.
Yeah.
Kind of like how in Thomas the Tank Engine, I'm a Gordon stan. In Lego, I'm a sand green stan.
I know
Like
why they did it.
I would only buy some sets because of the sand green. Like the Marvel Modular Sanctum Sanctorum. I only bought that because of the sand green roof.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I still gotta buy that one.
And I may or may not try to turn it into an inverted corner.
The Harry Potter ones.
No, the Sanctum Sanctorum.
No, I'm saying that some of the Harry Potter sets, that's not too much sand green, but yeah.
Yeah, some of the Harry Potter sets had sand green. Yeah, there was a couple.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the Harry Potter sets used to come with those sand green roofs, and then the designers realized that's not movie accurate.
Yeah. It's more gray.
Or gray. Yeah.
Yeah, which is why they switched up to the grey. And also, I noticed that Kep89 is a New York Giants fan. Well, as an Eagles fan, I just want to say that I think Howie Roseman values elite running backs more than what Joe Shane does. So thank you for not re-signing Saquon Barkley and letting us pay appropriate money for an MVP caliber running back. Thank you very much. And also, my older half brother is a Giants fan, so yeah, that only makes it even more sweeter. But also, the NHL season is back, and I don't know how the Penguins are traveling. Let me look. Okay, the Penguins, third period are beating Montreal 2-0 right now.
Yeah.
I don't know what Canadian cities you guys are the closest to.
I'm Winnipeg, and Jordan
So
lives in Edmonton.
Yep.
So,
I'm in.
so the Jets and Oilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a 2-hour drive from Winnipeg.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah, and I pity the fools standing next to a maple tree who haven't won squat since the 60s.
Yep.
Okay, well that sucks. The Penguins are bottom of the Metropolitan Division.
Yeah, I don't
shots
focus
in
much
it.
on sports.
What's it like?
I know some buddies who are in Calgary. So let me see what the Flames are. Okay, the Flames are third in the Pacific Division.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Mark's in Calgary.
Yeah, and T-Mog.
T-Mog, yeah.
Because T-Mog has a Flames cap and Macro likes the Flames because of the tax dollars it brings to the city.
Yep.
So you're saying you're not a big fan of the set. I'm not overly a big fan of the character either, but I totally understand why Lego would do it because they figure, oh, well, why Disney?
Money. Money.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, well, the only reason Grogu exists is because Grogu is to the kids now what Yoda would have been, what Yoda would have been to the kids of
Yeah.
Generation X.
Mm-hmm.
A small, little, cute, compact character that was extremely marketable, and then came the Ewoks.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get a Monkey Kid set I've been building. I've been waiting for an excuse to keep building it because I retired from streams.
I heard there was a rumor that either next year or the year after, there's gonna be a buildable Ewok.
That might be interesting. I wasn't a big fan of the Chewbacca. I don't know, it just something threw me off there, but maybe they can do an Ewok better.
Well, whenever they announce a buildable Ewok, I'd expect a Pure Ranch Fury about it.
Yeah. I want to get the C-3PO.
I want to get the R2.
Yeah. Well, I've got the kind of the UCS R2, but now in seeing what people are showing, like that new one, they scale really good next to each other. So I'm like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Do I sell the other one, buy the smaller one, or just get both?
You know, I was watching CPA's stream before this was live. I wasn't expecting to watch CPA's stream, but I saw that my boy Richie is his guest today, and then I saw your live stream pop up, and then I was thinking about how great yesterday was because I just took the day. It got to 33 degrees, which is 91.4 Fahrenheit, and it was so hot. I had the fan going all day. It was the hottest day since it was the hottest day since February. It was not spring weather, it was summer weather. So
Yeah.
I don't think the groundhog is applicable or anything because that's the wrong season. But I was so tired. I decided to myself, you know what? I've retired from streams. There's nothing else I'm going to do. I'm just going to sit back and watch whatever today, and not have to worry about giving a live opinion. Just completely get out of the zone and just let my mind wander, watching crap.
Yeah.
And it was really satisfying. There's so much pressure of having to be involved with live stuff that just kind of leaves me feeling empty. But just the satisfaction of going onto a Disney Plus and just binge watching stuff, the same people who do that thing on Netflix, and just going on a YouTube playlist and spending a couple hours watching the whole playlist is just so satisfying.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if anyone else feels that way. It's just satisfying.
Yeah.
Because I'll be honest, if I don't watch, if I'm not a part of the notification squad for someone's videos, chances are, if I'm busy working, I'll end up forgetting about it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be like, wow, 3 months have gone by. I need to go back and watch 20 of this guy's videos and maybe 100 of this guy's videos. And I'd happily spend the whole weekend doing that. And having retired from streams, there's a lot less pressure.
Yeah.
But if anyone ever wants to bring me out of retirement, you can force me to build Lego again.
Yeah.
Don't have to
I've
twist
found
my arm.
lately I've been listening to more podcasts and stuff like that. Driving home, I'll
Oh,
listen 20 minutes, watch it over 2 or 3 days, watch a podcast. Helps de-stress after work. Been watching Greg's that missing pieces. Greg's World.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I listen to a lot of podcasts while driving to Calgary and back.
See, I listen to a lot of podcasts while I'm either editing my videos or gaming, and it's satisfying because it's on demand. It's not live. Like sometimes sometimes I wish all the podcasters who do live stuff
Mhm.
they would not do it live.
Yeah, that's Star Wars Theory does one live now with another guy, but I haven't been able to. I haven't gone back and watched any of them. I should try, but I haven't yet because actually I like his content, especially his like more or less kind of like what ifs kind of stuff.
Like the old me would have been like, yeah, there's nothing wrong, it's harmless. But now I'm like, are you going to have a podcast or are you going to have a talk show? Like, if you're going to do a talk show, have it live. If you're going to do a podcast, have it on demand.
Yeah. Yeah, lately I've been listening to the Joe Rogan Experience while driving.
Yeah, I've never watched that one.
It's not too bad. He brings on whoever he wants to talk to. Movie stars, comedians, environmentalists. Every now and then he'll bring on this guy that's saving a patch of land in the Amazon rainforest. It was like a little while ago, I listened to one where he brought this woman who wrote a book called Woman Among Wolves. It's pretty good.
Have you ever watched Bad Friends?
No.
Podcast that Bobby Lee and oh God, I can't think of the other guy's name. He was in that movie there not too long ago that had John Cena in it. It was on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It's a funny podcast. It is really funny. I just always see clips of it, so I'll watch like a 2 or 3 minute clip of the podcast. It's pretty good.
Nice. Hey, Eileen.
Hey, Eileen. Nice to see you back.
I ain't never too old for Lego.
Hey. Welcome to the live stream. All right. But yeah, that Bad Friends, the one guy, he's always making fun of Bobby Lee, and he'll do his like his Chinese impression. He quite often it would be like his Bobby. He's like, "Hi, Bobby's mom. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Bobby, mom."
Nice. Nothing much up here. Never told. How are you doing? Yeah. Damn, I was gonna say something now. Damn, what was I gonna say? Oh, I'm getting a new dishwasher now. Talk to my landlord. Getting a new dishwasher.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, one crapped out. Leaking.
Yep. Hmm.
My family can't live without a dishwasher. I know people who still hand dry their dishes, and I'm like, unless your kitchen is not big enough to house a dishwasher, what are you doing?
Well, I know how to wash and dry dishes because I go camping, and you still have to wash and dry dishes with my hand.
I'm not a happy camper.
We usually only use our dishwasher if we've got if we get company over, stuff like that.
Mhm.
But usually after a meal, we don't have enough to run the dishwasher, but we'll run out of plates faster.
Yeah.
We can fill the dishwasher. So I usually end up doing dishes. Just do it once a day. I'll do it when I get home. I'll do it while I'm cooking. I'll do a load of dishes while things are cooking and just
Yeah.
let them dry.
I've had people telling me that choosing to go camping and choosing to hand wash your dishes builds character. No, it doesn't. It just lowers your expectations.
Trying to edit 4 videos. Nice.
I need my instructions.
There we go. Had a dishwasher, got rid of it. Didn't like the way it dried. Yeah, like ours it'll it gets plenty hot enough, but it always depends on the glasses. Usually it'll leave a little bit of moisture on. You'll grab it and
Yeah.
it'll splash on your dishes that were dry. I don't use it very much. Just maybe we get company over.
Yeah. The only reason, the only two reasons I'm here is because one, I want to support Ryan, and two, because Ryan hasn't marketed himself as well in the past because of time and employment and family. I feel comfortable being here because my friends who are active every single day won't notice that I'm here, and I'll keep them on their toes, wondering what I'm doing. Because they will be like, one day next month. Well, actually, it is November, so I'll be like, one day next month, hey, I finished this set on blah 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 stream, and they'll be like, what? You never let us know. And I'm like, yeah, that's the idea. Because when From Blocks to Mocks expanded, got new landscaping contracts, that literally changed my whole world on social media.
Yeah.
Chasing the American dream.
Ain't we all trying?
Which means more money in his pocket, which means more things to keep him busy and happier, because it seems like he really likes his job, and means that when he does decide to come back, he'll be a better, and he can probably afford to upgrade from AOL email to a proper Gmail.
Yeah.
And he can
That's
probably
right.
afford to upgrade from a Motorola phone to a Samsung or an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
And he told me that he's looking to hire landscapers now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully one day, instead of being the landscaper, he will be the manager, and not have to do actual landscaping, just have to do the bookkeeping. That's why I'm wishing him nothing but the best. There's always a secret agenda in everything I do. But yeah, that's enough about that. I just want to build some Lego. And also it feels just good to talk to someone again, you know?
Oh yeah.
I think that goes there. I think. Keep thinking I'm doing something wrong, but no, that should be right.
And let me just ask the question: is every viewer right now sorry, is every viewer right now from Canada?
Well, Mama Lego never tooled for Lego. Me, Ryan. I don't know about Kep 89, but yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty much.
he's in Saskatoon.
Okay then.
Yeah.
Everyone except for Mayo, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rick. If Rick was here, then include Rick too.
So this is a Canada only stream.
True North Stream.
Yep.
See, I'm the opposite. When I stream, I never get anyone from my home my home country watching. And
Really?
that's because I don't care about the eyeballs of my home country. I care about the countries where all the eyeballs are. And let's face it, all of the eyeballs are in North America.
Yep.
And JDP, one day you'll be an ice road trucker.
Nope. I'm staying on the highway.
You prefer the interstates?
I prefer the highway. I prefer surviving.
Yeah.
I do not want to freeze to death.
No, I wouldn't either. That's why I wouldn't want to be. Yeah, because I know people who wouldn't dare of dreaming to be an outback trucker.
Yeah.
Because whether it's the outback or the ice road, you're going to run into more problems than on the highway.
Oh yeah.
It's my
Yeah.
way or the highway.
Mm-hmm.
You got the danger pay, but I don't know if I'd want to be constantly have my hand on the door handle ready to jump out.
Well, a lot of those ice road truckers, they have the door open and they're just letting the truck idle drive, and they're standing on the side steps and holding the steering wheel and the door just in case she goes under. That they
Yeah.
can just hop off quickly.
It's kind of like that scene from the Polar Express.
Yeah.
All right. 5 of those. 2, 3, 4, 5.
I had the opportunity once to go across a nice road, and I was like, no, no, no. I do not want to become an icicle. I do not want to become a Jordan popsicle.
Yeah.
And those are the days when it's below 0, both Celsius and Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
So while you're building Star Wars, is there anything you wanted to talk about?
Can I show my Halloween costume?
Oh, we gotta put it away. Nathan.
No, not like that. Like on my phone.
Oh, on your phone. I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm not gonna go put it on.
I don't know. That's what I thought you meant. It's like I just got it folded and put it away.
Where's the camera? Here, you show up.
Who's
Yeah, like I was dressed as a upside down. There you go.
There.
That's cool. Nice.
For Halloween, I was dressed up as an office worker. Oh wait, that's every day.
I was dressed up as a 3 Days Grace fan at the wrong concert.
No.
One year back in elementary school, I dressed up as Mario because I was really getting into Mario Kart Wii at the time.
Yeah.
That's fair.
There. Where the heck is the other one?
I think I also might have dressed up as a Grim Reaper type character once.
Never Too Old was in his Soundwave costume.
Oh my god, there was a person dressed up as Patrick Star on Halloween.
Patrick Star.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's Patrick Star. There is
Careful.
what else was there?
Yeah, I think we did talk about something like that, but not today's stream, like maybe last week's. I did ask what was everyone dressing up for Halloween.
See, my favorites at the Halloween parties is when the women are all dressed up like a cat.
Yeah, there was a costume contest at this Halloween concert I went to, and they had a contest and everyone was dressed up. Normally they do 3 places, like first, second, and third, but today they had to do it, or that time they had to do an honorable mention. They did a 4th place because it was just so good. 4th place was a Polaroid camera and the photo. Like one person was a Polaroid camera, the other one was the photo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 3rd place, I want to say, what was 3rd place?
Don't.
I can't remember what 3rd place was, but it was good. 2nd place was someone was dressed up as an Autobot.
Autobots roll out.
Cool.
First place, someone was dressed like a
No,
group
you-
of people were dressed up as Beetlejuice.
Ah, you know what? I've got something about that. So on this year's Halloween episode
Yep.
of Around the Horn on ESPN, Woody Page dressed up like a Beetlejuice,
Nice.
and also it was funny. Courtney Cronin dressed up like Reagan.
I knew there was going to be some ray gun
Why?
costumes.
and she completely nailed all the Australian stereotypes, which are
Sorry.
the only times the Australian stereotypes are excusable is at the Friars Club and on Halloween,
Yeah.
Oh.
because it'd be like if someone dressed up like a maple tree with a hockey with a hockey stick, and they were shooting pucks all night long, saying that's a goal, eh?
Yeah.
You know what? It was funny. Tony Kornheiser on Pardon the Interruption dressed up like Alex Ovechkin.
Yeah.
ESPN knows how to do Halloween right.
Excuse me.
And when I'm sick, in 40 years old, I'll dress up like an old man telling all of the 2040s children
Back in my day.
who their parents is actually the CEO of TikTok to get off my lawn. Oh wait.
I
So
was
Ryan,
trick or treat
yeah.
on the ground. I kicked his foot and he came up and he scared the heck out of me. I thought he was an animatronic.
Guy was just laying on the grass.
Yeah, he was laying on the grass. I thought it was like an animatronic. It was a real person.
Ryan, how far away are you from telling people to get off your own lawn?
Get off the lawn.
Didn't it happen once? That happened once.
Who?
Yeah.
I told someone to get off the lawn?
Basically, it was a homeless person.
Oh, no. No, that person wasn't homeless. But yeah, I told him to get off the lawn. Yeah. I had somebody rummaging through our garbage.
It was
Oh.
like right before I started walking to school. I think last year or something. Not exactly. I think it was grade 8. Grade 7.
Yeah, it was interesting.
I was
I'm
the one
40.
pointing it out.
I'm 40 years away from telling people to get off my front lawn. And JDP is
Yep.
probably 55 years. No, sorry, probably 35 years away.
Well, I am 33 now, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're, yeah. So you're 30. You're 30 years away.
Yeah. Even though I don't look it, the other day I got ID'd at the at buying a lotto ticket.
Not really.
Really? It's like, yeah, just like get a $4 lightning lotto, please. Sure. Can I see your ID? Sure. Here you go. Thank you. Didn't know I still looked that age.
Yeah.
My dad is still getting used to getting 5% discount with his seniors card.
Nice.
Just whole turned off because
look forward to building something that's not a bunch of tiny little pieces
Yeah.
after this.
Don't build a mosaic then.
Don't build
There's a couple mosaics I want to do, like mock ones.
like
Well,
not an actual set.
Well, I'm going to England in
Nice.
February with a mosaic.
Oh yeah.
It was popular enough with my homies at Chicago, so it's going to be a traveling exhibit.
Nice.
And it literally only takes me 2 minutes to set up. So while everyone's taking 5 hours on setup day, and the lugs are taking the whole 3 days to set up stuff, I can put on some microwave popcorn while I'm setting it up, and then I can just sit back and watch everyone else slog through building their shit. Like how Ryan wants to build a Hoth scene.
So do I.
One of these days.
Oh yeah.
See, I want to build scenes from Coruscant and Cloud City because of Horda 66. He made the slums. He made the slums of Coruscant, and I thought that was so cool. And then Coconut Bricks, Coconut Builds Studios made some. He made a Coruscant mock, and there's some greebling I want to try out from that.
Yeah. Like I also want to do a Yavin 4 base and a Jurassic Park mock, and use all my Jurassic Park sets and just build the island. Minus the gate, though. I have to downsize and build a smaller gate. So I got the big one. I don't want to use the big one. What is that you're building there, Mayo?
It's the Monkey Kid Megapolis.
Nice.
Because I saw Matt Mellish building it on Twitch, and then I saw some other people talking about it, and I was like, "Oh wow, there's a lot of retro references in it." Like this is a classic space tower type thing.
Yeah.
And there's some other references to other stuff, and I was like, "Yeah, that looks pretty cool." It has a similar build style to the City of Lanterns, with the modular builds that you build upon a frame. I'll buy it when there's good gift with purchases, and that's when I bought my first of the Space Babies.
Nice.
But I'm really looking forward to the space monorail.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm thinking that'll be a Black Friday GWP if it wasn't November 1st GWP.
Yeah. When is Black Friday?
It's always a Thanksgiving week.
So that'll be like 20th?
Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
American Thanksgiving.
American though, so I have no idea what it is.
Yeah, we're Canadian. We already had our Thanksgiving. My phone doesn't even tell me what American Thanksgiving is. At least not the calendar.
There you go. What's that?
Have fun, okay?
Because there's still 4 sets I want to buy before they retire this year. Black Friday, November 29th, 2024.
Oh, it's just right at the end of the month.
Yep.
Okay.
I can deal with that. Perfecto.
Well, if the US has Thanksgiving football, does Canada have Thanksgiving hockey?
No, I don't think so.
No, yeah, I don't. Not that I'm aware of.
Yeah. Well, if that's not the case, then on the day of Canadian Thanksgiving, the NHL should fixture all of the Canadian teams to play.
Yeah.
Goes there.
And
There.
what would be cool is because there's 6. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is there 6 Canadian NHL teams?
6 Canadian
Uh,
NHL teams.
Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, Winnipeg, Toronto, Montreal. 6, yeah. Right?
And Montreal. So you have so the NHL should fixture the 3 3 hockey games on Canadian Thanksgiving where the 6 Canadian teams play each other.
Yeah.
And you could do it, and they could call it well, because the NHL isn't as tied to Canadian Thanksgiving as what the NFL is tied to American Thanksgiving. Call it NHL Heritage Day or something.
Eileen is saying we do Canadian football on Thanksgiving, guys. I don't even watch football.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that where
It's been a while.
Johnny Manziel went to die? Because he was a failed Cleveland Browns player, and so he wound up in the CFL.
Eileen says Hamilton versus Toronto is a classic day.
Maybe that's Canadian football.
I do know one thing is if you travel anywhere in the world and yell out, "Let's go Riders," you'll find a Saskatchewan.
Yeah.
You'll find someone from Saskatchewan if you just yell out Riders.
And my brother grew up as an Oilers fan because at the time Gretzky was playing for the Oilers. And when I went to see the Kobe Bryant statue and the Jerry West statue in LA, I was surprised to see that Gretzky had a statue from his time with the Kings.
Probably.
Yeah. And as a Maple Leaf, of course, Mama Lego would not like a Gretzky.
Well, it was nice growing up in the 80s.
Don't mention
I got to
Gretzky,
witness kind of the heyday of Canadian sports. Get to see Calgary and Edmonton winning Stanley Cups. Then you got into early 90s, got to see the Jays win a couple World Series. So it was pretty cool.
Yeah. And then 2019, the Raptors pull off the upset and beat the injured Warriors. #We the North.
Yeah.
And Kawhi Leonard hits one of the most clutch shots in NBA history against Philadelphia in the conference final. And
Well, you can't get any more clutch than Joe Carter hitting that home run.
yeah, and the parade of Raptors fans in Toronto walking down the street to Scotiabank Arena was amazing. And they called it, and the whole plaza outside Scotiabank Arena, they dubbed it Jurassic Park. For the fans that couldn't afford to watch inside the stadium.
Yeah.
I was watching the fourth quarter of that game in the finals. I was in math class in high school, and I saw that shot. There was 4 seconds to go. Raptors got the rebound, and they could dribble out the clock to win the championship. And Masai Ujiri, who's the president of basketball operations for the Raptors, his 1-year rental trade with Kawhi Leonard paid off. Mm-hmm. And now Kawhi Leonard stinks up the joint with the Clippers. Mm-hmm. Because Canada got the best out of Kawhi.
Wins lots of games, including the Oils game.
And when I went to Brick Road, Chicago, I got one of the NHL McDonald's Happy Meal poly bags.
Nice.
That's cool.
I wish they had made minifigures for NHL players like what they did with the NBA players. Because I think I need to check Sidney Crosby's stats.
Sid the Kid. Geez, how old is Crosby now? He's probably close to your age, Burton.
He's 37.
He's 37 already. Holy crap.
Okay. Yeah, so Sidney Crosby was drafted first overall to the Penguins after those Lego Happy Meal sets came out. So that would have been too early to have gotten a Crosby minifigure. So let me Google 2004 All-Star Team.
Jeez, I feel old now. Really old. Now I just think back, I can remember, when he got drafted, and the whole Malkin and Ovechkin, all those got drafted.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the mid 2000s, after the NHL's strike season, had a whole generation of veterans still playing today. And I remember all the rage when Connor Bedard came out of the Western Hockey League. Wow, Atlanta had a hockey team back in those days. There must have been a casualty of the strike season.
Atlanta, yeah, that was
the Thrashers.
Thrashers, that's right.
They must have collapsed when the strike happened.
Jeez.
Because for the longest of time, Atlanta has been a sports graveyard.
Oh.
Until the Braves won the World Series again. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I think the most recognizable player I can think of from the 2004 All Stars was Nicholas Lidstrom for the Red Wings, because that would have been. Oh no, I was wrong. Joe Sakic was a reserve player.
See, if it hadn't been for the strike season, Quebec would have won a Stanley Cup with Sakic there too. I can almost guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
Two.
Quebec had a hell of a hockey team going up, and then they striked. And then
Yeah,
a bunch of them all went to Colorado.
yeah, Joe. Yeah, because it says Joe Sakic was with the Avalanche at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the only two players I recognize because by then a lot of the 90s superstars had gone. From the era of the thug fights.
Yeah.
All Colorado and Detroit, yeah.
When the league actively encouraged the punch offs, and after the strike season they cleaned up their act. And instead of relying on strength, relied on athleticism, which is why there's now more emphasis on scheming up your offense to get clean assists for better shots on goal.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also why goaltender save percentages have gone up so much, because offense scheme up to take more shots than they used to.
Ah.
Yeah, there definitely was a time when in those late 90s it started getting pretty boring. There wasn't a lot of goals scored. Yeah, well, you got Hassel from Buffalo, and they were all playing that, what did they call that style? Shoot, I can't think of what they called it, but everyone was taking that style hockey anyway. Yeah, it was just, it was all about puck control, and that's they wait for you to make a mistake, they capitalize on it, they get ahead, and then they would just basically play keep play.
It was a possession style, and the defense's only chance was on a counter attack.
Yeah.
Which is how a lot of soccer teams scheme up. A lot of soccer teams try to play possessive, and others try to play counter attack. While the smart offenses know how to get a balance where they don't control the ball in the midfield, they control the ball around the penalty box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, an open look, rather than just sitting back and playing boring.
Yeah.
It's because it's like when a hockey team just passes the puck around in the center and goes backwards, skates behind the net, and it's so boring. Like we want to see Alex Ovechkin break the goal record.
Yeah.
Like I remember the Saturday and Sunday mornings, in the mid 2010s, waking up to see the Penguins beating the Predators and the Sharks in the Stanley Cup, and then seeing Sidney Crosby, Chris Letang, and Evgeny Malkin skating around holding the Stanley Cup was amazing.
Yeah.
Which is the best trophy in sport aesthetically. Because the Larry O'Brien trophy is just a ball. The Lombardi trophy is just an oval. The baseball trophy is just a piece of metal as described by their commissioner. And I think the MLS Cup is just a cup, like the Piston Cup.
Yeah.
What is cup?
Piston cup from Cars.
Yeah.
No, because he was saying the line that Mater says in the movie.
Yeah. The pissed in cup.
Yeah.
He did what is cup?
Yeah, what?
Yeah. See, I remember when Just Too Good was reviewing the Cars 3 sets, and that made me want to get all of the characters from that wave.
Mm-hmm.
And I would really like to piece together the Flows V8 Cafe set from 2011 just to get characters like Fillmore and the purple Ramon.
Yep.
But
Oh, yeah.
the printed tiles for their faces and the side decals, those are expensive, and to find it new in box at a reasonable price is near on impossible.
We had some of those Duplo sets and we sold them. I don't know. That was that's years back already.
I still have those Juniors Cars 3 sets in a box, and once upon a time I made a racetrack with it on my old blue desk, which we threw away when we moved house.
Oh, yeah.
And now I'm thinking, well, when I rebuild my city, it would be fun to turn the Mayo City 500 with the 1988 set Victory Lap Raceway into it would be fun to, instead of racing those vintage 80s Formula 3 cars, to race the Cars 3 cars instead.
Oh, yeah.
Even if they're not actual races, imagine the Lightning McQueen car, the Jackson Storm car, the Frizzers school bus with Mater, with Doc Hudson, with Sheriff, all racing.
Yeah.
That would be fun. And if I could make one of those stop motions, that would be fun. But I'm not good at stop motions, and it's hard to integrate that stuff because some of those cars are too wide for my streets. Like JDP, you're building a city. Do you use what generation of roads do you use?
I'm using the new ones.
So the ones that you can buy right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so you're using the 6th generation roads.
Yeah. These ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, practically every other YouTuber that hasn't converted to the Mills system. No, sorry, that hasn't converted to Mills, because the S in Mills is system. Yeah, so everyone else that hasn't converted to Mills uses the 5th generation roads. But the people from the early days of YouTube, I'm talking 2005 to 2007, they were all using the 2nd and 3rd generation roads.
Excuse me.
Okay.
I use 1st and 2nd generation roads because there's an independent toy store who sells Lego and Hot Wheels that I buy used that I buy used first and second gen roads from, and I inherited my brother's first gen roads.
Oh yeah.
So when so that, and because I grew up in an era where YouTubers were using the vintage stuff, that's why I like the vintage stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I was 10 years, no, sorry, if I was 5 years younger, that would be completely different. I would probably be building contemporary like what you're trying to do, JDP.
Yeah.
Because it's easy and convenient to build contemporary.
Mm-hmm.
Now it would be totally wild to try build a snow city on Hoth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just imagine replicating some of the suburbia of Tatooine, but they're all living in igloos instead.
Yeah.
You know, talking about classic sets. Sometimes I try and think back because I can remember it'd be early. I'm sure it'd be early '90s. And for life of me, I can't figure out what set it was because I've looked at kind of that time period, but it was a space set and they were black, so it must have been that Blacktron.
Well,
But for the life of me, I've looked at the sets that came out in those few years, and I cannot narrow it down what set it was. But I can remember laying on her carpet in the living room, building that at Christmas time. I looked and looked and looked, and I don't think I'll ever know exactly what it was. And we've still got all the Lego, or a good portion of it at the farm.
yeah, well,
No family
I
photos.
can't find any of those pieces, so I don't know what happened to them. But
yeah, if they were early '90s, I grew up with one or two of those same Blacktron 2 sets. Was it ships, or was it the one with the base plate?
I don't remember there being a base plate. It was like I think it was on wheels. I'm
Okay.
sure I remember putting wheels on it,
Well,
they had wheels that turned anyway.
Well, if it had wheels, then that narrows it down. I can go to brick set, and I can share. I can find a share screen if I think I know what you're talking about and show
Yeah,
it.
like I don't think, and it wasn't like rubber wheel. And this is, I could be totally wrong. You got to remember, I probably was only like 8 or 9. So, mind you, there's stuff back then I remember vividly, but Lego was never something like it was huge for me. We had some bricks, and for me, it was mostly farm stuff that I was building.
Okay, well,
I built grain bins and stuff like that for my farm toys. That was the main thing I built.
Yeah.
If you remember a Blacktron 2 set with wheels, it might have been the Grid Trekker set 6812.
6812.
Yeah. Yeah. Show this on the screen and let me know if you remember something like it.
Come on, computer. Make that drag. Why?
No, you got to share my share screen.
Oh, there. Okay.
Grid Trekker that has the wheels.
No, it was a bigger set than that, though.
Okay. If it was a bigger one, is there any others? Was it the tri-wheeled Tyrex?
No, that doesn't look right either.
Set 6851. These are all from 1991. This was a supermodel, which was a combination of different builds. This is quite rare.
Yep.
I remember those yellow pieces, that's for sure.
Was it the Spectral Starguider? That has a little bit of articulation.
I think that was it.
Set 6933, the Spectral Starguider.
I
1991.
think that,
Yeah. 1991 had 208 pieces, 2 minifigures retailed for $25 back then. So that probably would have been maybe 30 Canadian dollars in 1991.
yeah, I think that was it.
Yeah, because it had the same size wheels as what the Megacore Magnetizer did from M-Tron the year before. Yeah. Well, I'm glad I unlocked a memory.
Yeah.
because I owned the Allied Avenger set 6887, and I also owned the Supernova 2 back in the day, and I recently the Supernova 2 set 6832, and I recently at Chicago, I think I bought this set 1887, the Scout Patrol ship. And previous at Chicago, I think I might have bought set 1694, the Galactic Scout. Actually, Lee, no, I didn't buy this one. I bought the 2 pilot craft, set 1479.
Let me do this.
Yeah. All of the Blacktron, all of the Blacktron 2 sets except for the Supermodel and the re-release came out in 91. So yeah, we solved the mystery of the set.
Yeah. Well, and seeing that's funny. Lego isn't as vivid as, like, for me, like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
That's like vivid in my memories.
Teenage
Well, that's a
Mutant
core
Lego
memory is
wasn't-
for Ninja Turtles.
What's that?
It's a core memory.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Big time for me. And it's like now it's coming back in my 40s. That's for sure.
Yep.
I've got so much stuff now, and
I
I've
see-
gotten out a lot of my. I still have my sets and my figures and stuff from when I was a kid. I've been going back through and trying to piece stuff together. And
I remember. Well, I always see people selling the re-releases on Facebook Marketplace.
yeah, I've picked up some action figures, and actually, I got back into. I found my comic books. We went to a vintage toy and collectible show
Do you
there
want
2 weeks ago.
more to your collection?
Yeah.
course,
And then
it's all
I've been
just
on
Marvel.
eBay. I made the mistake of going on eBay. Found a couple things there. And probably gonna press the pause button on that, but it'll be something I'll keep kind of peeking every now and then.
Yeah.
Like I need another hobby, not really, but it's what it is.
See, I'm not just a Lego collector. I'm a train collector. So I have to balance out between what I buy from Bricklink and Lego and department stores and what I buy from eBay and Marketplace. And I always try to check weekly on Marketplace just to see if there's any good deals. You're always going to find stuff on eBay, but it's always more expensive.
Oh yeah.
The only thing on eBay, sometimes you'll put it on your watch list, and depending on the seller, as soon as they see that, they'll try and entice you with a deal.
Yeah. And I'm
Sometimes.
just gonna confirm friend requests from JDP.
Oh yeah.
Let's go to Marketplace.
Yeah, one time I was trying to buy a small pack of bulk Lego from someone on Marketplace, and it was like just uploaded. It's like, hey, is this still available? It's like, yep. Okay, cool. I'm just about to finish work, and then I'll head over. I accept your price on you're selling it for. Okay, see you in a bit. And then a couple minutes later, oh, it already sold. You mean it already sold? I thought you said I could have it. Yeah, someone just showed up and they bought it. It's like, okay, gee, thank you. Even though you told me that it was still available and that I could come pick it up,
Yeah.
and
Someone's
yet,
someone's trying to sell a public transport bus from 30 years ago that they used as a motorhome.
oh yeah, I see that around here sometimes too.
Someone's trying to sell a rusted out 53-year-old a Datsun car.
Ooh, nice.
Who's going to buy that unless you're a restorationist?
Exactly that too. A restorationer. If I had time and money, I'd buy a couple classic cars that are rusted out.
And
to
as
restore 'em.
always, and as always, in the sponsored sections, you get the solar panel rebate programs and
Oh yeah.
the cryptocurrency NFT scams.
Yep.
I don't even barely look at Facebook Marketplace anymore. It's just I don't
That's a
know.
good thing.
Well, there's just nothing there anymore. To be totally honest, at least
Yep.
not out here.
Yeah.
I know Rick still talks about it. Like bigger center, probably a little different. You being in Edmonton, him being in Toronto,
Yeah.
but
See,
out here, so
yeah.
limited, and there's so many people into the hobby now.
See here, it's
Yeah.
always the south side of Edmonton. So it's like if I wanted to buy something, it's like an hour's drive for me to get to the south
Oh
side.
yeah.
And it's just like, seriously, why can't it be on the north end or
Yeah.
closer? It'd be a faster drive. No, it's gotta be on the south side. So I just say no. Or the better place is Calgary. But I'm not driving all
Yeah.
the way to Calgary.
No.
It's just those two places. Like sometimes there was like one time there was like $170 for bulk Lego literally down the street from my house, like literally just down the street and around the corner. So I was like, hey, I'll take it. I'll take it for that price. Just need to run to the bank and I'll get you your money.
Yeah.
So I cruised to the bank, got the money, got over there, got it.
Well, last time I bought a couple lots on Marketplace, but I bet you it's been. Well, last time was probably before COVID.
Oh yeah.
Totally honest. And
Hi,
I got a
Hordy.
couple really good deals. I actually had
Yeah.
the one I bought the ATT, that one from 2013. I got it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And then the next day, because I bought it for like $90 complete, all the
Yep.
figures. And then the next day I got looking and they had, it was the Republic frigate and
Ooh.
the Republic frigate and the Malevolence. They had both of those too. And I had said
Really?
no, and the next day I'm looking again. I'm like, so I messaged like, "Do you still have those?" And like, yeah, I'll be right over. I get like all complete, eh? It's like, yeah, I'm gonna. If I don't grab these, I'm gonna kick myself.
That's nice that you got the Malevolence.
Hi, Hoarder.
Hey, Gordon. That's that one I'm jealous of. I would love to get the Malevolence.
Hey, man. Hey, Will.
I deliberately didn't tell anyone that I'm here, Hoarder.
Will, he keeps up with me.
Nice.
Yeah, because we were some of the first two people to welcome you back from hiatus.
Yeah, definitely. You were.
How is this connected?
But yeah, that malevolence, it's got that. Oh God. And I'm a Star Wars guy, and I'm. Which clone is that? The one with scars on his face. The one eye.
Oh, Wolf?
Wolf. Wolf's in that set.
Nice. I didn't know Commander Wolf came in that set.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be nice to find that set. Up here. Yeah, and
But yeah, you just can't find, like, you're never gonna find them for like a real deal. Like anyone who owns them now knows, everyone seems to know that they're worth something, or they know how to find out how much they are worth now.
we just had a new store open up, the Brick Bin. They opened up a third store. There's two down in Calgary.
really?
Now they opened up a third one in Edmonton here, which is really nice. They might either know how to find one, because the store was packed when I went, and they had some good sets there. That's where I bought my Ecto 1 and B-Wing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which B-Wing? Like the UCS one?
No, I wish it was the UCS one.
Oh.
This one, I'll play scale.
Here, let me.
2014.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Only came with one minifigure though.
My behind me here, I've got the UCS one, but I built it from parts. You can actually build, like, it's not that hard. Actually, you can do it. You can do a hell of a lot cheaper than buying a used, the actual one.
Yeah.
I did that one, and the Death Star 2. I did both of them by bricklinking parts and pab wall.
Didn't you also do the Darth Maul bust too by Brick?
Yes, you're right. Those are the three I've done.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. I really want to get the B-Wing so it matches my UCS A-Wing and UCS Y-Wing, and then I just have to get the X-Wing.
And you'll have the Alphabet Squadron.
And the subscribe.
Well, I hope that. Sorry?
I'm pointing down to the subscribe and the like button with this arrow.
A few years back, I got the motorized AT-AT and the play scale 100%. Oh, nice. Whew, for $40. Damn.
You know what? I was watching Jane Brix's review of the battle pack with Cutie Katie, and he had something that really stuck out to me. If you only care about the minifigures, why are you collecting Lego? That was such an epic thing to say, and and because he was notioning, if you only care about the figures, just go collect action figures instead, because he has history collecting action figures.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? That's the best opinion he's ever had. I mean, I paraphrased him by saying, if you're only looking at the minifigures, why are you collecting Lego? And I thought that was epic. I thought that was epic shots fired.
Well, speaking of the malevolence, I just found it on my marketplace for sale for $350.
$350.
Yep, $350. Box has creases on it on the front side. I don't care about that. I'll just still build it. Damn. 350. Where is this guy? I don't have 350, but cruddy that area.
Because
East
I'm
side.
just gonna extend off of that. What I see people doing is I see people collecting sets for the minifigures. They keep the minifigures on display separate from the sets which they put up on a shelf because the set looks cool, but they prefer to showcase more of the minifigures. Others just keep the set in a box and do nothing with it, maybe use it as investment, try to sell it off, and
Yeah.
others take the pieces and make their own mocks out of it.
Yeah.
Well,
So I
those,
think there's two types of people.
those two, the Malevolence and that frigate, when I bought them, they were already built. So I had them on display for about a year and a half,
Yeah.
thereabout. And you know, it's something like I want to have the experience building them. So
Yeah.
I dismantled them, and which I broke some pieces on the frigate dismantling it.
Oh
So
yeah.
I'll have to, at some point, I'll be ordering pieces but at some point I will be building them and they will be displayed. But I took them apart, and the wolf figure is in an acrylic display case right now,
Nice.
but I will definitely be building them. But it was one of those things like I'm not going to rip it apart just to turn around and build it right away.
Yeah.
So I reverse bagged them, put them away, and then a couple years down the road, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to build that.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like a fresh experience because I won't remember how the build went or anything. So
Oh,
See, for some of the figs that I like to collect, unless I'm collecting it to put in my city, like some of you guys know, I collect many figures with the hairpiece that it's the hairpiece that the cotton candy cheerleader used from video, what N-Pop girl from Lego Ninjago movie used, what some of the Bam Tower figs have used, what the Lego Batman movie version of Harley Quinn used.
Okay.
Like I collect figs with that hairpiece, and so instead of spending the $15 or whatever for an acrylic case,
Mhm.
I'd rather, as a mock builder, build a diorama to put them in.
oh yeah.
Because I'd get more fun and it'd be worth more of my money to buy the pieces on Bricklink to make a simplistic Lego diorama to hold minifigs I want to keep on a shelf for the same price as buying an overpriced acrylic case. And the reason they're overpriced is because there's a demand for it. It's supply and demand.
Well, the cases I picked up, they were just cheap ones off Amazon, but I just waited for them to go on sale. And that's what I did. But you see a lot of these ones that are advertised or get promoted by certain YouTubers, and like, oh my God, it's like, yeah, I'm not spending that much money on.
Because aren't they
display.
from brands like Wicked Bricks and stuff?
Yeah, they're more than I'm willing to spend or invest in display.
They're the super high quality unbreakable acrylic, not a cheap piece of plastic acrylic that breaks if you bite down on it.
Yeah.
Like I prefer to buy $15 worth of the trans clear 1x6x5 wall panels and make a custom acrylic case out of Lego bricks than buy an actual acrylic case. Because when I'm done, because not only can I decide and build it to my standards and build as many of them for the same price or cheaper to house as many minifigures as I want, instead of instead of 1-for-1. When I'm done displaying those figs, I can take those trans clear wall panels and do something else, like build a skyscraper.
Yeah.
The only reason I keep my Series 14 CMFs in an actual Lego minifigure case is because they were gifted to me.
Oh yeah.
And that is my favorite CMF series 14.
Yeah, that's what that I've never got myself into the minifigure series, and I'm glad because yeah, I don't want to go down that road.
I'm not a CMF completionist, but I bought series 14, 15, 16, 19, 20, 21, and I can't remember if I did 22 complete on eBay.
Yeah.
At the time, series 17 and 18 were on store shelves, and I had also the Disney CMFs.
Yeah.
One, and the Lego Batman movie CMF Series 1, and then later Batman movie Series 2. I think I also bought the original Harry Potter on eBay as well.
Okay, yeah.
And with the Lego Ninjago movie, bought all of them on eBay. But I don't. But I may have one or two of some of those CMF series that were at the time. But I don't feel the need to go back and complete it. I'll wait and see if they come up for cheap when I need to meet the minimum threshold in someone's Bricklink store or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
I only got like 10 of them.
or when I'm buying from someone that has expensive shipping and I want to justify the shipping.
Yeah.
That's when I might go. Like that's how like I remember back when the Simpsons CMF Series 2, I bought Comic Book Guy and Maggie
Okay.
in stores from the
Yeah.
blind bags, which was before they moved to the boxes, which is before they put the product code on the box. People confuse it for a QR code. It's actually a product code. And so then I was buying some pieces on Bricklink, and they had Marge, Lisa, and Bart from series 1. So I bought them to complement my Maggie, and now I'm on the lookout for Homer to complete the family. I traded with someone to get the Ned Flanders.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And Ned Flanders comes with the toolbox that says "Property of Ned Flanders."
That's cool.
And I think his other accessory was a white coffee cup or something.
Okay.
You know what? It would have been really cool if his accessory coffee cup had a printed Christian cross on it. That would have been epic. But
When was
Lego,
the last time?
Lego wouldn't do that because they try to stay out of religion. Except they made a Notre Dame set.
Yeah.
And the Jabba's palace, which of course is totally based on an Arabian mosque and not props from the movie.
Yeah.
Those comments infuriate me. Try to invent the narrative that George Lucas is Islamophobic or some bullshit. Those people aren't real Star Wars fans.
No.
And the real Star Wars fans tell those people to get off their front sand or ice or fire.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why, if anyone also shares that opinion, you can join the Congregate Church of Snowflake.
Well, that Star Wars theory, like he talks, and he's like, there's two different grades of Star Wars fans. There's the ones that were fans back when Star Wars wasn't cool,
Yep.
and then there
Before-
your ones of this new generation.
Yeah, before social media influencers had to get Star Wars is for everyone trending.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's okay for people to like Star Wars now, but at the same time, it's this new generation that if you don't have the same opinion, they try to pull that crap that you're discriminating and this and that.
Yeah.
And I can't get around that. Like, why?
Yep.
Why can't we have discussions? And
Yeah.
just because I don't like what you do doesn't mean I'm a bigot. Like,
No. Live your
Social-
life. I don't care.
I
Social-
cannot. It just
Yeah.
can't fathom it.
Well, what you're just describing is social media invented cancel culture.
Yeah.
And I've seen friendships torn apart simply because they don't agree with such stupid things like a moving. Like they let their whole friendship get torn apart because of that crap.
Yeah.
And then other people expose themselves for taking themselves too seriously. And they expose themselves for inventing drama and chasing the clout off of the drama.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go crawl away into their own hidey hole with their own community of happy clappers on external social media from where they're criticizing other people because they have an army of sheep who will just blindly agree with all their twisted, unrealistic opinions.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be nice if everyone could just go, okay, well, we guess we're just going to agree to disagree and move on.
Yeah, and it's because those people don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what you're talking about, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
And some people who don't know what they're talking about, it is so obvious they don't know what they're talking about.
Have you read any of the Star Wars books, like some of the Legends stuff?
I've never read the extended universe.
Yeah.
I only hear what people talk about the extended universe.
I've read the first 3 Thrawn books in the Legends books, in the extended universe. Actually, I've read all the Thrawn books by now, but yes.
See, I read. I'd have to go grab and see what the names. I read the first 3 books that it basically you get the story from Thrawn's side of the view where like he's actually good, the Empire's good. Have you read that one? And they're newer.
Yeah. I could pull up my audiobook.
Really enjoyed it.
There's my audiobook. So I got all my Star Wars books on Audible as well.
Oh, okay.
Library collections archived. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I got like. Where is it now? I have
like a Thrawn treason and.
Oh yeah, I got Thrawn. All 3 Thrawn Ascendancy books when he was in the Chiss Ascendancy. I got Thrawn treason, Thrawn allies or alliances.
Yeah.
Thrawn
I think those
alliances,
are
Thrawn treason, and where is it? The Star Wars, the Thrawn book trilogy, I got Heir to the Empire.
I haven't read those ones yet. I have to buy them. I got to get
Dark
through
Forces, and The Last Command. Heir to the Empire, listening to it, it was very short. It was like only a couple hours long, like not very long at all.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I read those 3, and then I read it was a Vader trilogy one. It come in one big book. It was a massive book, and there was 3 books in one. I read that. I'd have to grab it and just read what the titles were. The second of the 3 books in there was episode 3 though.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna be super corny and ask, was that book you were reading the Book of Boba Fett?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Now I'm going to address some things in the chat. I'm actually the opposite, Mama Lego. I am highly looking forward to all of the sore losers and the sore winners making memes, yelling and screaming of joy and sadness about which political party they pledge their allegiance to. Because it's so funny seeing super emotional people make themselves look like fools with creative memes on social
Just
media.
absolutely lose their minds.
Yeah, like I love seeing people overreact to the reactions of elections, because it's so entertaining seeing people overreact to something that's something that's not as bad as they think it is.
Yeah.
Well, there's only so much you can do. You can be whatever. You're going to be upset. You're going to be upset.
Yeah.
But they have to stop and realize there's only so much you can do about it. You're going to have to live with it.
Yeah, but equally, you could be super happy and rub it in each other's face of those who disagree. But I'm just at the point with how so many people overreact on social media. At the end of the day, you're complaining about this and you're still alive, aren't you? You're still living and breathing. You're still working. You're still living your life, aren't you?
I just can't wait for elections to be done both down there and up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course, we got another year.
Yeah. I am highly entertained by the super emotional people. and as a neutralist, I just sit back and unwind and let the world go around me, because I have no stake in it. And it's fun because it's a good analysis into the human psychology, I find.
Yeah.
And like when my country has our election in 6 months or whatever, I'll see less people, but I'll still see overreacting, and they probably won't have as much creative memes, but they'll probably say a lot of dumb things which I can laugh at.
Yeah.
Because I don't pledge allegiance. I'm a swing voter. I choose who I think is the best candidate, and I'll swing back and forth.
Getting off the political crap.
Yep.
Yeah. Let's
switch gears.
Let's talk about the Galactic Senate on Coruscant.
That Bail Organa, I think he should be Chancellor.
Darth Vader.
Well, I'm going to shift into something from Australia. Do you, Mayo? Do you watch that Down Under Bricks?
Used to, but not anymore.
Oh, okay.
Because I found out that I just got bored of his content, and for some reason I think his moderators like to censor people, and I might have gotten censored. And once I can see that you're censoring me, I don't need to patronize people.
Oh, okay. No, I kind of got into his channel. Well, it's quite a few years ago.
Yeah.
And
I got into his channel 10 years ago, and he doesn't evolve, and he's not consistent.
Yeah, he's kind of like me.
I got bored, and a lot of YouTubers like that fell into a rut, and I don't watch as much of their stuff anymore.
Because he's made a comeback here in the last month or so, and so he puts out a video every week, and so I always catch it on the weekend. But
Now I just feel like being a ghost viewer of channels like his.
But yeah, no,
He has a head.
I've enjoyed his stuff.
Because he made a really cool pine tree back in the day, and I've used that tutorial ever since.
Nice.
Yeah, so like what I'm seeing, like he has a video called "Is There Anybody Out There?" that says more about him than what it says about his viewers. And I'm looking at the past 12 months of his channel. Like he used to do a lot of city updates. Used to do monthly city updates.
Yeah.
He's got a
Western
vlog.
Town.
He's got vlogs. He's got some coming to Jesus moments. He's got a few updates. Yeah, literally, he made a video called "City Update No More" 11 months ago. That's probably where I stopped watching. And a lot of whole videos, a couple mock videos. He used to be consistent with mocks and cities, and like I don't care as much about vlogs and holes, unless I'm invested in the personality.
Yeah.
I always like looking at his Western Town.
Yeah, he made some of the best Western, pun not intended, mocks I've ever seen. Because when I think
making his own, he makes a lot of his own ship sails and like the TP fabrics and stuff. He was doing his own. Actually, he was did a really good job. Because like the price of those things to buy, holy crap!
When I think of Lego Western mocks, I think of him, Dr. McBrick, and Brixonville.
All right, we're coming down to putting that frickin' decal on. Decal.
Nice.
Yeah. You know, I always chuckle inside when I hear the Canadians are saying the instead of the E in words like that. It's kind of like how in some Australian states, instead of we say ah. Like
Well,
instead of calling people an asshole, some people, majority of my country calls them an asshole. I think that's because it's derivative of some of the British accents.
well, that decal on decal, I had somebody called me out on it there a couple months ago on one of my videos.
Oh.
And he like tried to like pronounce it out. I'm reading this, and at first I didn't know what the hell he's getting at. And I was looking, and I was like, oh, I guess I pronounced it a certain way, and I'm like, okay, I guess you pronounce it differently.
Yeah, I'm not an accent Nazi. I'm a grammar Nazi. So like, if you say Legos, I'm gonna be like, are you talking about the pasta sauce that's sold in my country, and you probably don't even know what that is? Is that what you're talking about? Oh, you mean Lego that has to be spelt in all caps and used as both a plural and an adjective.
Yep.
My thumbnails always put it in all caps. So I don't know. Yep. I find it stands out. I don't know what the proper way to do it is.
Yeah, because like I watch enough people to know everyone has an accent, everyone has terminology.
Yep. That's true, eh? Oh, nice. That's a good there. Sticker there.
First try. Woo!
Nice.
Yeah. Like a Canadian from Winnipeg is going to be different from an Englishman from Manchester. It's going to be different from an American in Georgia. It's going to be different from an Australian in Victoria.
Yeah. Excuse me.
We get quite a few Englishmen and Scottish out here now. A pile of them. Lots of people immigrating and selling land over there and buying
Great
farms
Scots.
here.
See,
Actually, my manager is Scotsman.
my grandparents, they're from England, and they came over when my mom was just a child. And even to this day, if my granddad was still alive to this day, he'd still sound like he just got off the boat from there. And I've picked up quite a few words over the years from spending so much time with them.
So were you?
had-
So were you? Hey, so you JDP? Were you a child or were you the child? Were you a child or were you the child?
I was the spoiled brat.
Because Ryan is building the child right now.
Yep. Well, I'm not the only child in my family, but yeah. I was just a child in my family.
Same here. I'm not an only child, but I guess technically I am the child. I'm the youngest. So.
I'm the youngest in my family.
Yeah.
Hashtag death to Grogu. That's what they were. That's what we started on Pure Rant Fury a while ago. And like, it was so funny. The Book of Boba Fett is actually Star Wars Adventures in Babysitting.
Yep. Yeah.
And I had to ask one of my Star Wars buddies, Skyren, does he think, well, in his Q&A series, which is called ASA, by the way, I asked him, does he think that the Star Wars TV shows will age poorly? And he doesn't have a conclusive answer yet, because people laud the Clone Wars, even though the graphics is the CGI is garbage.
I rewatch the Clone Wars all the time.
I've been through it a couple times now.
And the CGI is garbage. Because it's late 2000 CGI, and all late 2000 CGI is garbage.
It's not that bad. I was gonna think of worse CGIs. Nice.
Late 90s is even worse.
I want to do something. Take the ball off and make like a little frog or something. Have them hold the frog.
or how about a blue cookie?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and actually, because isn't the end of Mando season 3? Doesn't he like eats a frog or something? Eh? And I thought it would be cool if it was too bad his mouth didn't open. You could have 2 frog legs hanging out of his mouth. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be really good.
I couldn't get over it. I didn't realize how small this was until I started building it. I was like, oh wow, like it's quite a bit smaller.
Oh yeah.
You know what I want to do is, all of the Canadian Lego channels I've subscribed to, I want to make a compilation video of every time they say A in their videos, and have it be like a 2-minute video. You say A and then the A-Team theme, A, then the A-Team theme, A, then the A-Team theme. Because instead of the A-Team, it's the EH A-Team. There's a T-shirt with the A-Team font, but it's EH instead of.
Or you could have it every time we say A, you'll have it flash on the screen. It'll be a picture of the fawns.
Yeah. Or every time every time you say A, the B movie gets faster.
My
Yeah.
kids don't even know. They're like, who the hell's a Fonz? Yeah, I don't expect you to know.
Yeah.
See, I
Happy
rewatched.
Days. Come on.
I rewatched some episodes on Happy Days when I used to watch network television. Actually, no, it was on a cable TV channel before we cut the cord, and
Yeah.
I watched some episodes of Happy Days just to see what it was like. And the Fonz is a pretty cool cat.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
the ghost of Donny Most.
Yeah, I can remember. Well, it would be 80s. I remember seeing Happy Days episodes and the show Taxi. I remember watching Taxi after school. It would come on, get home from school. Watch Taxi a little bit. Trying to think what other shows.
I would come
Dukes
Dukes
home
of
and
Hazzard, MASH.
Dukes.
I come-
When we got Dish, I'd start seeing Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah.
What else?
I'd come home and watch SpongeBob.
It's funny. I was already graduated. We watched more SpongeBob before we had kids.
See, Briggsar's kids grew up when SpongeBob came out, and so he uses a lot of SpongeBob references in his videos. Like when he says he'll just randomly say, I can't see my forehead," because Patrick says it.
Yeah. I want to get a clip because I've seen other people use it and I actually really like it. It'll be, on SpongeBob, and they'll do a cutaway and it'll be like 14 hours later.
Yeah.
I'll have to. I've used that YouTube cutter thing,
Yeah.
but anytime I try to use that, I usually get alerts on my computer.
Oh.
So it's like I get concerned, like I'm gonna end up with a computer virus or something. So I've used it a couple times, but it always makes me nervous. So I don't use it very often.
Yeah.
See, I made a video about how it took me 5 months to build a set, and I did the 5 months later. I used my own voice and tried to imitate Tom Kenny saying it, but there's a website where you can generate the graphics for the time card.
Oh, okay.
And I edit it in as an iMovie cutaway.
Okay.
Yeah, because there was one I used from the movie Sandlot where the one kid's like, "You're killing me, Smalls."
Movie. Well,
I
what a
used
great
that once.
movie.
But
See, with Happy going back to Happy Days, you guys might not remember the Lego stop motion YouTuber VDOS JCOI
Nope.
from the late 2000s. He made a video called Lego City: The Rival Chef, and what happens is that there's a barbecue grill master selling stuff. Was selling food, and then he gets an ice cream vendor as competition, and so he smashes up the ice cream vendor to eliminate the competition, and he gets his customers back. And then when he makes his first sale of the day, he holds the $100 bill up to the camera, and it's the end of the Happy Days song. These happy days are yours and mine. These happy days are yours and my happy days. And I didn't know what Happy Days was back then.
Ah.
And same thing. This is the time when YouTube wasn't as stingy about copyright. He also did a video about one of his fire engines, a stop motion of it traveling down his crudely built roads on his wooden panel floor to put out a fire, and just half of the Ghostbusters theme, just because you could do that. It was like when people would just film whatever on their carpet and just have a Beatles song.
Yeah.
here's a question for you. So
Mhm.
I'll watch, like, there'll be certain channels, and they'll be doing a vlog style video, and they'll be in like a Walmart, and Walmart will have music playing.
Yeah.
And anytime I've tried to and upload a video, it'll be copyright. Whereas, like, unless they are getting copyrighted on it, like, if it says that, can you still upload it?
Well, what you can do is there's a tool where you can mute the audio while that section of the song is playing. I've known people's live streams who they've gone into a store and they can't turn off the camera to prevent the music playing. They just have to deal with the fact that they're going to get copyrighted.
Yeah.
And so they know they're going to get. They know that YouTube's going to send them the notification, hey, this violates, and this is the link for the tool to mute the audio, and that's what they do afterwards.
Oh, okay.
Like in the notification, they'll tell you where to find the tool to mute the audio, so that if you want this stream to count towards your analytics, you must mute this audio. If you don't care about the analytics, we're just gonna either revenue share it with the person who holds the copyright, or we'll just have it be non-monetizable.
Yeah.
And that's
like, you're not necessarily going to get striked against and like worry about that, but they'll just
because there's a difference between a copyright claim and a copyright strike.
Yeah.
You could do
so that'd be more of a claim.
Yeah, because like if YouTube lets you know, hey, to avoid copyright, mute this audio, that's a claim. Now, if you're if you're a repeat offender, or if you're someone like the Brick Show who used watermarked Lego leaks in their videos and then did that 3 times, got their channel terminated, one of the biggest scandals in Lego YouTube history. They knew what they were doing, and so that's why hey Legend, a Brick Show knew exactly what they were doing. They were dumb, but they knew what they were doing, and so that's why they got struck. If it was a harmless small guy that wasn't trying to claim clout, then it would have been a claim. Like, you're a harmless small guy in the context of YouTube, who's just trying to have fun. You're not trying to get clout, so you might have gotten claimed. I've also gotten claimed before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same here.
Well, that's what just made me wonder. I was like, well, do I just upload it anyway? Because that's what, sometimes it's fun just to go in the store and see what you can find, and sometimes you see some cool stuff, so you want to share it. But there's music playing, you can't do anything about it.
That's why when I'm in a store, oftentimes I don't talk at all, and I just mute the audio when I'm editing and record my own lines over the
just talk over.
Yeah.
I tried doing that once, and it's kind of hard to do, and then to line up. Okay, I need to talk for X amount of seconds over. It can be.
Yeah.
It's easier said than done. Anyway.
Oh, what software do you use?
Me, just iMovie.
Oh yeah, iMovie is actually really simple to do it if you know how to use.
Oh yeah, it's not that bad. Like, I do all my editing on the phone. It works. It can be a little cumbersome sometimes when you trying to do it all on a small screen, or remembering, how did I do this? It's been a while since you've done it. Like, okay, where do I find? Yeah, sometimes it'll take a little bit, but
yeah.
Anyway, so
There's a
Ruben,
rumor that we're getting a Grogu with pram set here.
that would be hilarious. Imagine Grogu in a pram and Boba Fett is pushing the pram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what
Yeah,
I
no,
do.
yeah.
What
Phone's
I
easy.
do. See what I do is I splice videos together with my audio on the iMovie app, and then
yeah.
I airdrop it to my Mac, so I can change the audio levels and add more music, because there's only, like, you can tell and a video that's been edited on the iMovie app, because there's like only 3 songs people use. It's the da 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 da, or the da 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 da, or
Yeah.
the da 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 da. You know, that compared to the Mac version of iMovie, where you can download royalty-free songs and add it to your Apple Music list.
Yeah. So I do all my editing and everything on my PC desktop.
Yeah, and because I am, the silly thing is, when you edit all on the iMovie app, you can film in 4K, but you can't upload from 4K. So if
Oh.
you want to upload in 4K, then you have to airdrop it to your Mac, and then save it, and then export it from the Mac iMovie, because that way you can change it to export as 4K. It's a pain. So if I ever don't upload anything in 4K, that's why, because I'm lazy.
Yeah.
Legends looking to get a new phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My friend's buying a new Samsung right now.
Nice.
I think I've got a I think that's a 14.
Okay.
I got a 13. I'm holding off for the iPhone 18 or 19.
Yeah, I had. It's funny. I had an 11. Yeah, it was an 11. I had it for almost 2 years, and the screen crapped out on it. Which that's the first. I had an iPhone 5, and I had that thing for at least 5 years, and it was still going strong, and just decided to upgrade, and I didn't even get 2 years out of the 11, and it crapped out. So then I got this 14, and I'm still considering getting just going to one of those repair places and getting a screen put in it, because there's nothing wrong with the phone, and the battery is still really good. I might still do it yet, because actually, as far as using it for another camera, it'd be good for that.
Yeah.
It's better. It's better than the webcam I've got on the laptop anyway.
Yeah. I'm rocking the Samsung Galaxy S23 FE.
Hopefully it didn't catch on fire.
No. She's good. My last other 2 Samsung Galaxies have been pretty good. I still use them.
See, the iPhone 13 was the first phone I ever bought, and I'm not going to be one of those people who rents a phone on a plan. No, I'm going to buy a phone outright, like a responsible person. And so for a while I was living on hand-me-downs from my mum, because she uses iPhones on plans. And so I shuffled through a couple hand-me-downs, and I switched the SIM card a while ago, but I don't call anyone on it anymore. But I still use I use an iPhone 8 for gaming and other stuff, filming, can't film in 4K and the microphone sucks. But I've used this iPhone 8 to hell and back, and in the last 9 years, it's it's a 72% battery capacity.
Nice.
That's
would've-
not bad.
I would have thought 9 years on owning my family's ownership of this phone, it would have been below 70% battery capacity.
It doesn't owe you anything anyway.
So I'm literally going to use this until the screen starts bugging.
Well, guys, I think I'm going to call it a night.
Oh,
Good night.
My ass can't take any more sitting on the stool.
No stress, no stress.
But it was nice to have you guys on.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
fun being on.
That was awesome. Well, yeah, we'll keep it up. We're going to keep the momentum going here. I don't know what I'm going to build next. But this week I want to do a review and
Of course.
throw around some ideas, put out a couple videos and get another week under my belt and then figure out.
Sounds good.
God knows I've got plenty of stuff to build. So, but I'm going to stay away from UCS sets for a while.
Yeah.
I think that's what did me in this last go. I did that sand crawler.
Oh, yeah, the sound crawler.
And that was 10 live streams to build that thing, and I was done.
That's fair. That's
Yeah.
fair.
I was just done. So that was that kind of nice. 3 streams done.
Yeah. When we end here, I'm gonna finish this and then finish editing my thumbnail for tomorrow's video.
Yeah. Nice.
Legend, he's giving me a hard time. He mentioned one other day. He figures I should build the best in dual. And I told him, I was like, I don't know if I can bring myself to crack the seals on it. It's one of those things that was the one and only set I've ever got that was like an exclusive. You know, if you know what I mean. Like it was more or less is like a Comic-Con set. And I'm like, I don't know if I can do it. Because it's a cool set, but at the same time it's I don't know.
No, that's fair.
Yeah. It would look cool on display though.
Oh yeah.
But
anyway.
Yeah. Well, and as you've seen my comeback video, you saw my how scary that closet looks. I'm pretty sure I can find something in there to build.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can definitely find something.
Yeah. I've got there's several 2013 sets in there but some of them are brown again, and I'm almost scared to crack those ones too. I'm wondering like how many pieces am I going to break?
Yeah, no kidding.
But yeah, they would be kind of wanted to make a Tatooine type display at some time, so eventually they'll get built.
Yep.
But we'll figure it out anyway. But
oh yeah,
and we can build Tatooine together.
There you go. All right.
All right.
Okay. We'll see you guys.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.
Bye.